Everybody, Ding Young, the inspection company. I am ready for some sunshine, man. Wow. Anyway, not too bad of a day. Had a draw inspection at a Mexican restaurant in Fuquay Varina. I don't live there. I don't know how it's pronounced. This morning, and then I had a post-construction inspection, new construction inspection this morning, and then this afternoon I had an air quality test, air quality sample with a fungal growth inspection, and just finished that up, and that's about it. The draw inspection was inside, I guess you would say, like a strip mall, outside type, how they're building places outside beside each other now. This was going to be a Mexican establishment, a bar and grill, and the concrete truck had just arrived and they were getting ready to pour the slab. So I was able to get inside and just take some overview pictures real quickly, and spoke with the GC and wrote everything up, and then headed to High Point for my post-construction inspection, the new construction inspection. And then my air quality was actually in High Point. It was at High Point University, and let me tell you, it's like they're going to own High Point. It seems like before long. High Point University is it's like every street or everything I turned on heading that way was this part of High Point University, just little sporadically. Like if something comes up for sale, it's like they're going to buy it. It's just crazy. But I've done air quality samples there in a dorm, and went to drop those off at the lab. Heading back now, enduring this nasty weather. Going to get ready for tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm working Saturday morning doing an inspection. This week has just been slam packed, and I thought I had a water. I guess not. So anyway, we're already booked through to next week. Like I said, I've been so blessed and fortunate, and I can't thank the buyers, the clients who call enough, and the referring agents, the agents that do refer us. We don't deal with a lot of referring agents much anymore, because our marketing strategy is directly geared toward the home buyer, and it's crazy the phone calls we're getting now. I just feel so blessed, and again, I appreciate any referrals. I'm grateful for any referrals, and there's a handful of agents out there that people probably don't realize how much they do per year, because you don't see them on social media a whole lot, and you don't think they're really in the game. But I've got some agents that they are just producing. I mean, buyer after buyer after buyer after buyer. I mean, it is crazy the amount of transactions they're doing, and I always hear these things where, you know, and so agent's going to do this many transactions a year and whatever. This is the average or whatever. These people are producing a lot more than that, and it just amazes me that you've got some of these out here that are always on social media, always throwing stuff out there, trying to trend and do videos and do this and that, and they're from what I understand, they're just not producing as much. But I've got ones that I don't know what they're doing, but I don't see it anywhere. But they're calling me all the time. I got a buyer for you. I got another buyer for you. Hey, I've got another buyer for you. And it's consistent. Just like I said, a handful of agents that keep us going. And that's the thing about this industry as a home inspector. If you get a handful of good, high-producing agents that appreciate you and know your value, and they let you do your job and you let them do their job, and you work great together, that's all you need. You don't have to get every realtor to want to refer you in the world. If one calls you and wants to do an inspection, and do you impress them, or they like your report or whatever, or their buyers are very happy, then that's great. Then maybe you've picked up another agent, but to give you referrals. But all you need is just a handful of good producing agents, and that's it, man. There's 60,000 licensed real estate agents in the state of North Carolina, and there's only like 1,900 home inspectors in the state of North Carolina, and there's only a handful of that 60,000 that are putting out, that are really active. Like, you got to think about the whole equation of everything. Even with home inspectors, not everybody is full-time. Some are part-time. Some just do what they need to do to keep their license, just in case. Maybe they've got another job that they work, and they just keep their license as a backup in case, you know, something happens, they get laid off, or it's plan B. Just because there's 1,900 home inspectors doesn't necessarily mean that every single one of them's out here every day doing an inspection. That's not the case. There's a small amount that are actually out here doing 2 to 3 inspections a day. Not every home inspector you see are doing 2 and 3 home inspections a day. That's what I say. I'm very blessed. I see the comments and stuff in the forums, the Facebook forums, and Instagram posts and Twitter and stuff. Other inspectors that are just like twiddling their thumbs, have nothing to do. What are you guys doing? How are you getting business? How should I market? What am I doing wrong? There's no secret formula. You just got to hit the pavement. You just got to do a good job, and you just hope and pray that you produce fruit. You know, you just got to go out and just get at it and get at it and get at it, and just don't stop. And if you burn yourself out and you're just tired of it, and you're just not going to make it. If you can't hang in there for the long haul, then you're not going to make it. And most businesses fail within 2 years. If you don't make it after 2 years, some say a year, but the economy is a lot different now. You'd be lucky to last a year in this economy. But back before COVID and all that, I mean, at least 2 years. You have to be consistent in business and grow. And we've seen our growth every year. We are growing every year. It's just been me, and Corey's my assistant, but we are growing in numbers. It's just crazy how that works. I'm going to share personal information. My very first year as a home inspector, I made $25,000. And I thought, there's no way in the world. That's just that was $5,000 under what I made working for a full-time home inspection firm. Yeah, we won't even get into that. But now, I mean, this is personal information. I'm letting you people know what you can do if you put your mind forward. I mean, we're at about 160,000. We're bringing in about 160,000 a year right now, doing home inspections and the testing that we do, and we're going to ramp up a whole nother division of the inspection company that will more than likely produce another $50,000-$60,000, and hopefully get another potential employee. So, I mean, I do need another inspector, and I've just been, it's not for me. It's not my responsibility to pay for somebody to go to school and get their home inspector license. That's not for me to do. It's not my responsibility. And I'm always consistently getting people all the time that have gotten their license and wanting to start out and stuff. But I look at their background, and the last guy I got one from was a certified nursing assistant. I ain't got time to go in depth with training somebody like that. Corey's been with me, over a year. And I'm just going to help him out and help him pay for the schooling, and get him licensed. But it's just, every time we've tried, something's come up, and I'm just hoping that he can really step up his game and study and learn stuff, because once you take that exam and you fail it, you have to wait another whole 6 months, and you got to pay another fee to sit for the exam and stuff, and that fee is not going to be on me. Initially, I'm doing what I can to help somebody, but at the same time, I've done what I can do. And after that, the second go around, I mean, you're going to have to be on your own and pay the sitting fee and all that stuff. Once you take your classing and all that stuff, that's done with. You just have to take some refresher classes or some, they offer a pass the exam class that helps you prep for taking the licensing exam. And there's a lot to it. There's just a lot to it. And I'm just hoping, it's like every year I keep saying the same thing, and nothing's changed. But I'm just hoping this year, 2023, is the year that I can get another inspector. Hopefully that it's Corey. I don't really trust anybody else but him. And I don't want somebody to come in here and learn and then take off and whatever. I don't mind mentoring people. I don't mind having people shadow me and learn them how I do things. But that's about as far as it's going to go. I don't want people coming in here trying to make friends with the agents that refer me and try to undercut me in my pricing and just try to be, whatever. I think that's very disrespectful to do. And people say, well, you work for another home inspection company and da-da-da, and da-da-da. I didn't do that. I gave proper notice. I wasn't happy with where I was at. I was not given the amount of money that I was promised. And there was a lot of, there's just a lot of things I wasn't happy with. And I felt like there was no growth potential there. And after I left, and everybody else started leaving. You had people that had been there for 4, 5, 6 years. After I left, everybody else just started leaving, doing their own thing. And you know, I don't know. I've always been the one to. I'm not going to be unhappy. You know, I'm not going to be unhappy and make somebody else rich and be their whatever, and be taken advantage of when you're knowing you're making this huge amount of money and you're paying your inspectors very minimal, even though you say, well, I pay for this, or we pay for that, or we do this for you, we do that for you. That doesn't mean anything. I don't have to have a work van. I don't have to have you put gas in my vehicle. You know, there's a lot more to it. I want to learn. I want to grow, and I wasn't getting that at all. And there's just a lot of other things that were going on that I thought was very unprofessional, especially in a business environment that was taking place and going on in this business. And I had to get away from it. And I did. And I'm thanking God that I did. I mean, God was with me this whole way, this whole path, and He's been continuously blessing me. And I've just been so happy. And Vanessa was able to quit her job and work with me, and she's got time at home to do whatever she needs to do. She answers the phone, schedules, does radon, does air quality samples, does other stuff like that, you know. But sometimes I do them. Just depends on where I'm. Like today, I was going to be in High Point already, so I went to do the air quality test because I was already in High Point. What's the use of wasting gas in another vehicle for her to run out there? So there's just a lot to it. I do more than home inspections. That's why I need another inspector, because I want to be focusing more on draw inspections and other type of inspections, and have somebody focus on, you know, doing the home inspections, and I could do both. But anyway, that's just my little spiel, whatever, however you want to take it. But anyway, I'm gonna get in here, 336-99-8185, HomeTechNC.com. I'm gonna go in here and upload my report, send it off, and I love you guys. Peace.